guys, so today I want to share another story with you. Today I want to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Nene Leakes calls out Kenya and Marc's marriage for being arranged, then calls Kandi Burruss fake, plus Marlo interview news. Okay, guys, let's talk about this Watch What Happens live interview with Marlo and Andy Cohen. Okay, all three of them were on his show last night. Look, I feel like Nene got fired from the show, then rehired herself, and is back bolder and stronger than ever. I mean, basically, isn't that how it went down? When she found out that she was getting pushed out, she hired a lawyer. Then she went on a publicity tour, actually calling Kenya out and throwing digs at Andy Cohen, and it worked, okay? So it's no secret that she hadn't been on a show during the publicity tour. And then when he started softening up, saying that Kenya was the one who started the rumors that she was getting pushed out, then after that, I guess they talked, and then she came on the show last night, okay? And it's like, she's out for blood, people. I mean, she's pissed. She's pissed at Kenya and now Kandi, and she's not taking it anymore. She was like, these bees tried to get me fired. So they talked a lot about a lot of things in the interview. So I want to start out by saying, so this is out of order. I'm just going to say it as I remember it. She said last night that she wouldn't mind having Kim Zolciak back on the show. Now, remember, people, last season, or maybe it was the season before, I'm losing track of time, everyone was going around saying that Kim was a racist and that Nene hated her, and I was like, no, these two are friends. They love to hate each other. They make up, break up. They're like that old couple. They make up and break up. Now she's going around saying, first she called her a racist for putting the bugs on her videotape up on her social media. Remember that? And now she's saying that she wants the racist back on the show. These two make up and break up all the time. Do not believe the hype. At the end of the day, they're friends. People cussed me out for saying that, but it's true. They don't get along when they're on the show, and both of them do outrageous things to each other. Last time it happened to be Kim, but these two are friends at the end of the day. Okay, so she said that, so that was weird. So then, of course, she started talking about Kenya. Okay, I feel sorry for Kenya because Nene's out for blood. Okay, she's pissed at this point. When Kenya shouldn't have did that tour circuit, went around doing all those interviews when she thought Nene was being pushed out and speaking her mind and was like, yeah, no one likes to work with her. She's gone. She's basically pushed out the door. I get why Kenya did it. It really did look like Nene was out, but what a stroke of luck that Andy had to change her heart when he heard the word attorney. And now she's out to get Kenya, people. She's out to get Kenya. She said that that she stands by her statement that she thinks that Kenya is not legally married, that this is some kind of arrangement. And that would explain Marc's behavior on last night's episode. Isn't it getting harder and harder to watch? I mean, he was just more than disrespectful last night. I mean, he acted like she was a distant cousin, if that. I mean, it was bad. I mean, we overheard him saying that he didn't like being married. It was hard to watch, people. She went and, brought him clothes to wear to the bank, to the, what do you call it? Whatever they had, the function. And he wasn't thankful for that. He was like, I don't like that tie. And she's like, well, you didn't give me enough time. And he's, yes, I did. I mean, it was really, really bad to watch. So Nene going around saying that a marriage, that she's not legally married and that this is arranged. And then she said that all of her boyfriends that have been on the show have been gone with the wind. She was coming after Kenya last night. She was coming after Kenya. This reunion is going to be crazy. Okay, so then Marlo vouched. Marlo also felt like that her marriage to Marc was not legal. I mean, I don't know. You hear the rumors. I go back and forth with it because if it's arranged marriage, would you arrange also to have yourself humiliated on the show? Because last night, anybody with half of a brain knew Marc's just not that into Kenya. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. People say, but they have a baby. But you also got to deal with facts. And the facts is, he's not that into her. And because you wouldn't talk about anybody you love like that. I mean, it was really, really bad. And then, getting caught saying that, he doesn't like being married. What else did they talk about on that show? Oh, my God. So Andy brought up the fact that Anderson Cooper saw Nene Leakes has an exhibit at the Smithsonian Black History Museum in D.C. Now, I've been to that museum. It's huge, people. It's huge. And it's an amazing accomplishment to get put in that museum. I cannot believe that Nene Leakes has an exhibit there since 2016, people. 2016. Now, lover or hater, that's quite an accomplishment, and she knows it. She said on the show, she said, yes, I wear the crown while Kenya wears a tiara. This is gonna, like, nobody was talking about Kenya. We were talking about you being in the Smithsonian, and she decides to bring up that Kenya only has a tiara. This reunion is going to be, these two are going to go at it. They're going to talk about husbands. They're going to talk about each other. It's going to be crazy. Okay, what else was said in that interview? Okay, so a caller called in and asked Nene, how does she feel about Kandi saying that when she had her brunch, Nene gave the brunch, that it was a bunch of fake friends. Ooh, now, all this time I always thought Nene's anger was directed to Kenya. I'm used to it by now. It's just, comes natural. You see Kenya, you think she's going to talk about Nene. You see Nene, she's going to talk about Kenya. But I didn't know they were going to drag Kandi into this mess. Well, last night, that's exactly what Nene did. Nene said, Kandi doesn't know who my friends are because she's never around with my friends. No shade, but shade with her fake ass. Shh. Did Kandi just get pulled into the middle? Is it going to be Kenya versus Nene? Now, Nene versus Kenya and Kandi, this is going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess, okay? And I'm here for it. Every bit of it. I really love it. Last night, you could tell there was a new oomph to Nene last night. I feel like her job is safe. Her plan to save her job really worked. And now there's no holding her back from this reunion. Now, another thing that happened that I wanted to mention on this interview was just the damnedest thing I ever seen. Okay, so Marlo's in the interview with Kenya. I'm with Nene, and at first she had on a black wig. In the middle of the interview, she decides to switch over to her blonde wig. Okay, now, I've heard of people changing clothes in the middle of an interview. Well, not really in the middle of an interview. Like, Marlo, what was that? Like, who does that? Who changes wigs in the middle of the interview? Now, I know you have a wig line, but you're not the first person to have a wig line. A lot of people do. And they say, okay, yeah, this is from my collection and whatnot. But she actually changed her wigs. Them two were cutting up and acting a fool last night and having a bunch of fun. And unfortunately, giving us an example of what this reunion is going to be like. I mean, they were going in on Kenya, and Kenya wasn't there to fight back. When Kenya gets in the same room, this reunion, do you think this reunion could be better? My favorite reunion would have to be the first reunion when Nene said, keep your legs closed to married men. Remember, she almost fought Ken Zolciak? No. That's the second one. My favorite reunion would be the Phaedra years. Remember when Phaedra got called out and Portia was crying and she was like, so you lied. Do you think this reunion could top that? It feels like it has the making because Nene's in rare form, okay? She feels boldened by she saved her job. She's got it out for Kenya. I mean, ooh, it's not fake. It's not made up for the cameras. These two hate each other. And now, since she's at it, why don't we go ahead and throw Kandi in the mix? Oh, this is going to be good. You got Marlo that will back up anything Nene says. This is going to be, it might be, people, an epic, probably one of the best reunions. I'm going to go out there and say it. I said it, okay? And I'll be there for every minute of it. So that's my Atlanta housewife news for you today. What I want to know in my comments section, I want to know a lot of things. What did you guys think of the interview? Do you guys think that Nene saved her job? And do you think that Nene has taken it up a couple notches as far as hating Kenya? Do you think this is reaching a feverish pitch? Also, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.